Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll get this up to about the 44.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Got his man complete, Moore. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
1st down, here's Cousins. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson trucks over it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Jackson now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there at 22.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants have taken the lead. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins now. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Stevenson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Cousins. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Stevenson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Play action now, Cousins. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Schultz. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Prater's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 33-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Cousins. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kenneth Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Final play of the half. Cousins going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. And completes it again to Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, Cousins. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings us 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And here comes Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
From the 36, Jackson over the middle, caught by Bellinger. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there, because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield, no chance to gain any yardage.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Still 9 remaining on second down. To throw is Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Going to be caught here, left side, Moore. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Cousins will try and throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, we changed it.
Now Jackson on 1st down. This one goes underneath to Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cousins. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's got a man complete. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
But there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, not giving up 2 points themselves.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Cousins. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Cousins. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Cousins to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially